coach, Frank Scarpacci Jr., they are looking at this as a challenge, even though they are well in control of first place, as they view the parity in the division as a chance to work on their game and stay engaged the rest of the season. Here's Mortensen. Mortensen across the line, trying to speed in. Got it poked off his stick. It is picked up and moved out to the neutral zone, but it's taken by Studebaker and sent back into the Florida zone. A feed through the middle. It's taken up by the Eels. Across the line it comes, a centering feed. Got blocked away, and it's now moved off into the near corner. In there first is Moore. As Frank Scarpacci Jr. described him as the ultimate captain, as Cornier will flip it off the far side boards back out to the neutral zone. It slid into the Tampa Bay end. Wiesjohn there, as it is picked up there by Gaboot. Centering feed blocked. Kadnikovs has got it. He'll chip it back to the near corner, and it'll be collected there by Wiesjohn, trying to shovel it up the boards, and he will. Here's Jack Fleer. Fleer across the line. Looking for some options. He shoots. Save made there by Tobias Bell, and he holds on. So Florida was the only other team in the Tampa Showcase to play 5 games throughout the span of 4 days. They ended up having 2 losses in those 5 games. Ended up losing to the Metro Jets 5-2 on Monday, January the 9th. They also lost to the Fort Wayne Spacemen in what was a bit of a shocker. Not that Fort Wayne isn't a good team, but you would expect this Eels team to beat them, as this one slid back out to the neutral zone. Pizzovi. Cross ice it comes from Altai. He'll slip this one in. Wiesjohn to the near side for Kamluk. As it's thrown into the middle, Pizzovi will take over. Now here's Siemba. Back through the middle, Pizzovi. Will bank it off the boards and in. Sol back there for it first. He's going to end up turning it over to Shepard. Lost the handle. It's sent back to the near side, as Netzcash will wait for it, but it's taken away by Ziemba. Ziemba takes it in back behind the net. Looking for an option. He'll scoot it off the far boards to the right point, Pizzovi. Pizzovi shoots. Save made there by Taskala, and he holds, the rebound ends up behind the net. It's Cohen trying to battle for it along the far boards. Pizzovi trying to poke it free. It does end up back out in the neutral zone, as it's played by Judd Ginther, making his return to the Tampa Bay lineup. And it's almost been a full calendar year since Judd Ginther has put on a Tampa Bay uniform, as he had hip surgery in the offseason. Here's Bailey across the line. He'll get to the left circle and shoot. Stick save made there by Bell. Rebound behind the net. It escapes to the far side. It's going to be kept in, though, by Uhrig. Playing it down low is Engels. A feed into the middle. It's now taken away by Walsh. Uhrig there. He gets checked. Bailey there for it, as it's sent now to the near side. Bailey trying to scoop it off the wall. It's Moore who will slide it out to center ice. It's taken, though, by Mortensen and stuck right back in to the Florida zone. 16:38 left to go in the first period. Still no score. Feed to the far side. It comes for Wayman. He'll throw it off the boards. This one will go all the way down, though, for an icing, as we get a stoppage of play. Well, they did have quite a few wins. Of course, Florida went 3-2 at the Tampa Showcase. One of their major wins was the Toledo Cherokee, a 6-3 win. It was a hard-fought win for the Florida Eels, as Wiesjohn had it poked away, and getting up on it is Gaboot. Gaboot in the far corner. Leaves it for Budgel. Budgel back behind the net for Patterson. Centering feet out in front. Budgel, a shot save made there by Taskala. Rebound to the near side, Mortensen. Feeds it through the middle. It was tipped. They're going to say that Budgel never got back onside, and we'll get a stoppage of play. 16:02 left to go in the first period. Still no score for Tampa Bay. They went 5-0 on the showcase, as we've alluded to a couple of times here. They started off defeating Fort Wayne 5-2, a team that Florida lost to, as the faceoff is won back for Seoul in his own end. Snetscash now in his own near corner, trying to fight his way out of the zone. Nearly got poke checked, but Duhame's got it. Slides it to Bugan, who couldn't get back across the line. It's taken by Phillips. He'll skate behind his own net, now to the near side. Battling for it is, Zebley, as it's shipped out for Deshays. Deshays across the line, gives it for Kiyowasu. Kiyowasu, a shot high over the net. Rebound on the far side, Multi. Sticks it back down low. Behind the net, it's Snetscash, who rings it around the near side for Duhame. Duhame at the blue line, chips it out to center ice, as Fleer throws it back into his own end for Seoul. Up ice for Bugan. Bugan bounces it off the boards. Camlook checked, and it'll slide back down low for Wademan, who takes it behind his own cage. Feed through the middle. Bounces off the stick of Shepard. Taking it, though, is a shot. Save made by Tasco. The rebound loose in front. Taken by Studebaker. He got hit up high, and he goes down. As it's come back to the end by a redirection just wide of the net. That was Shepard there. He was tied up by Walsh. Tried to slide it in front. It's Trathan. Back to the point for Wademan. Wademan slides it around the boards. It's Carpenter who shoots. Stick save made again by Tasco as Tampa Bay's caught in their own end. They're going to look to get it out now, and they will. And it's Tyler Cohen who chips it out of the zone. Feed back through the middle. It is Studebaker. Studebaker in his own end will feed it off for Austin Bailey. Bailey through the middle. Oliverio bounced off his stick. Trathan will chase it back as Oliverio tries to go to work on the forecheck. Bazzovi battling for it. Now Uring in the far corner. Bazzovi gets it right back. It's sent back up the middle. Gaboot trying to exit, and he will slide it to Colin Patterson. Patterson across the line. Gaboot. Gaboot in the far corner. Tried to center it in front. It got blocked away, and here comes Bailey. Bailey slid it right to Bazzovi, and Bazzovi will slide this one in. 13:51 left to go in the period. Here's Gaboot on the forecheck. Centering feed block. Hadnikoff falls. Patterson shoots. Save made by Taskala, and he holds on. 13:56 left to go in the first period. The score is still 0-0. You're listening and watching to the USPHL and the Tampa Bay Juniors here on Hockey TV. So Tampa Bay 1-4 this year against the Eels. Their only win coming on home ice. And it was only the second matchup. Here's Mortensen, slides it across for Cornier, who tried to chip it on net. He just missed wide. Here comes Moore, slides it through the middle, and it's on the stick of Krupe. Krupe across the line, looking to slide it in front. Getting his stick free was Moore. Tried to center it in front again. Taskala without a stick. Back to the angles. Now over a shot. Bazzovi just missed the net wide. Rebound on the near side. Mortensen trying to chip it out. As it's banked out of the zone by Mortensen. He'll go to the bench for a change. Here's Bazzovi quickly across the line. Trying to knife his way in front. Got sticked off. And here's Fleer chipping it back to the Florida zone. But Engels has got it. And he'll slide it up ice. Now for Bazzovi, for Budgel. Budgel turning up ice in his own end. Taking it behind the net. It's Gaboot, who's tried to slide it to Phillips. And Phillips will play it back into his own end. Feed through the middle, Gaboot. Gaboot slides it for Patterson. Patterson across the line now for Budgel. Bounced off his stick. Trying to go to work and take it away from Walsh. He could not, as Bugan sends it to Fleer in the far corner, and Fleer chips it out of the zone. And it's now brought in back behind the net by Phillips. Wrapped around the near side, Budgel. Sliding it for Patterson. Patterson to the right circle. A shot save made. The rebound chipped it in the corner by Studebaker. Here's Wiesjohn trying to escape the zone, and he does. A couple of nice moves. Here comes Wiesjohn across the line. Shoots. Stick save made. And the rebound kicks up and out of play. 11:51 remaining in the first period. Still no score. You're listening and watching to the USPHL and the Tampa Bay Juniors here on Hockey TV. Clearing attempt. Deflected out of the zone there, and it goes up into the netting and out of play. And the face-off in the neutral zone is won by Tyler Cullen. To the near side, Kadnikov tried to rocket that one in. It hit off an Eels body. Kamluk tried to take it away, but Zebley slides it out of the zone for Kiyowasu. Kiyowasu sliding it in. It is Wiesjohn wrapping it around the boards. Zebley there first. Tried to throw it in front. It bounced off a couple of sticks. Now behind the net it comes for Bailey. Bailey will chip it out of the zone, but it's going to come to Cullen. Cullen nearly had Ginther, who was charging the net, just couldn't get the puck to him. Ginther off the boards. It's Bailey now battling for it. Bailey slides it into the middle, but nobody there for Tampa Bay, as it is played by Bizovi. Lead feed for Kiyowasu. Kiyowasu on the right wing. Curls up, looking for an option. Tried to slide it to Deshays. Pass is blocked. Kiyowasu gets it back. Slides it in front for Ziemba. Ziemba shoots, misses the net high. Rebound on the far side, Kiyowasu. Back for Bizovi. Now for Kiyowasu. Back for Deshays. Had to hop over his stick. Netzcash gets there. He'll scoop it to the near side. Bailey's got it. And Tampa Bay will exit on the stick of Oliverio. Oliverio will dump this one in. Oliverio throws it in front. Once again, nobody there for Tampa Bay, but it's clear to the side. Here's Nelson. Nelson, a shot goes high over the net. And the rebound is played by Shepard. As Shepard flips this out to the Tampa Bay end. As it's not going to be an icing. It's waved off. Nelson stumbling to the ice there. Here's Shepard. Tried to feed it back to Trayson at the top of the circle. It got by him and came to Uhrig. Now for Nelson. Now across the line, Mortensen, but he was in an offside position as we get a whistle again. 10-15 remaining in the first. Still no score, although Florida really has had the edge of play here in this first period. Phillips, cross ice from Altai off the face-off win. Walsh whiffed on a shot, pass attempt as Studebaker brings it into the zone. Moore might have been held there. Slides it for Krupe in the near corner. Now for Phillips. Phillips will shoot, deflected wide there by Moore as Cornier will chip it out of the zone. Cornier's got it right at his own blue line. Now for Nelson. Nelson at center red will dump it in. Goes off of Tobias Bell. Charging was Cornier as his unit was changing behind it, but the rebound scooped up by Krupe, and he'll flip it into the Tampa Bay zone. Here's Wiesjohn off the boards for Kadnikovs. Feed through the middle, misses everybody. Not going to be icing. Bugan takes a spill as it slid to the near side now for Budgel. Here's Patterson. Throws it off the stick of Gabutin in. Wiesjohn there first. He's checked by Gabut. It slides in front of backhand shot. Save made by Taskula. And the rebound will be picked up by Kadnikovs. Here comes Kadnikovs down the left wing. Looking to get in front, he will. Kadnikovs just had it slide off his stick. Was also poked away there by Wainman. Ends up in the far corner, Fleer. Had it poked away, but it comes back to Walsh at the right point. Slides off for Bugan. Bugan turns and shoots. Misses the net wide. Fleer looking to slide it behind the net. It's intercepted by Wainman. As Kaput has got it, he'll slide it off the far side boards and back out towards the Tampa Bay end. That's Cash first back for it. He'll slide it for Sol. Sol now for Fleer. As it slipped to Kamluk. Kamluk will walk in and shoot. Misses the net wide. Shot was contested as well. Here's a turnover to Ginther. Ginther slides it into the middle. Pisovi there for it, though, as he'll work it through the middle, looking for Deshays. Pass was deflected as Netzcash turns up back towards center, and will slide it to the far side boards. Netzcash trying to poke it free from a scrub as it's sent to the near side for Sol. Sol to the middle. Ginther whiffed on a dump-in attempt. Just slid it into the zone, but it's Pisovi who takes it and swipes it back to the far side. Kiyowasu in his own end. Tampa Bay's got to tag up on the delayed offsides. Here's Kiyowasu. Tips it across the line for Deshays. Feed it in the middle. Zebley shoots. They made the rebound loose in front. It is underneath Tascalon. He covers. So just not much going on offensively for Tampa Bay in this game. Thus far, anyway. 6:46 remaining in the first period. As really they haven't had a whole lot of offensive zone time. And it's not going to be easy against this Eels team. As right now the Eels, although I wouldn't say they've completely dominated, they've definitely spent more time in the Tampa Bay end than they would like. As here's Trathan. Now for Phillips. Now back for Carpenter. Carpenter slides it ahead for Trathan. Trathan had it bounce off his stick. It's taken by Bailey. Tried to feed Uhrig through the middle. It got blocked. And it's Shepard who now feeds Trathan once again. Trathan across the line. Carpenter gets it. Now Trathan, top of the right circle. Slides it for Shepard. He's met in the middle by a check, but shooting! There was Carpenter. A save made by Tascala. Rebound to the far side. Trathan out of the circle. Shepard shot. That just missed the net wide. As Bailey gets the rebound and touches it out to center ice. Tampa's got to go for a change. Quickly back up for Trathan at the blue line. Trathan, nice little move. Still's got it. He's checked there by Cornier. It frees it up, and it slid out of the zone. Wayman there to push it back, but for the intercept is Mortensen. Across the line, Wiesjohn. Wiesjohn waits, whiffs on the shot. Gets it back. Tries to slide it behind the net. That was no good as well, as Morris is on the near side. And it is picked up by Liam Hennessy. Hennessy tried to send it in front, was looking for a deflection. The rebound goes behind the net more. Throwing it in front was, I beg your pardon, Krupe. There's a shot from the point by Ziemba. That goes high. Rebound Mortensen in his own near corner. Throws it off the boards. Gets out to Nelson at center ice, who slides it for Waitman back in his own end. Krupe watched by Cornier as it's thrown off the near boards now for Moore. Moore accelerates across the blue line. Sends it into the middle. It's Hennessy. Wade shoots. Misses the net wide. Might have got deflected. Moore the rebound in the far corner. Scoops it now for Hennessy. Hennessy trying to get around Wiesjohn. Slides it up the far side for Bizovi. Bizovi checked by Fleer. Bugan now trying to poke it out. He cannot. Krupe keeps it in. Krupe walks in. Is checked there by Bugan as it comes back to the point. Bizovi. Now for Hennessy. Hennessy sends it into the middle. Butchell. Butchell had it roll off the stick. Fleer trying to find it. So is Bugan. Bugan comes up with it. Can he chip it out? Yes. And Tampa Bay will once again need to grab a change. Patterson in his own end. Nearly whiffed on a pass attempt. He chases it to the near side. Feeds it to the middle to Budgel. Budgel now left circle. Takes it into the corner. Now behind the net. Throws it in front. Bounced off a skate. Fleer's got it. But all he could do is chip it back out to the neutral zone. Patterson right back on it. He'll skate across the blue line. Patterson waits. Shoots. Blocked. Rebound in the far corner. Budgel gets inside positions. Fleer chips at it and frees it up for Bugan, who sends it cross ice for Duhaime. Here comes Duhaime. Duhaime down the left wing. Sends it back for Death. Shoots! Ooh, that might have gone off the post. Definitely beat Bell on the glove side. And was that mere inches from going into the back of the net? That's probably the best opportunity of the day. A little drop feed by Duhaime for Netcash. But he couldn't quite put it home. Here's Kaboot back in the Tampa Bay end. Swipes it around for Phillips now at the left point. He's checked by Kamluk, but sticks with it. Back down low for Kaboot. Kaboot trying to skate up the near side. He will. Chops it off for Phillips. Cross ice for Maltai. Bounces off his skates. And he now has to come out to the neutral zone. DeHaze through the middle. Pass too far in front of Zebley. Deflects off his stick. And comes for Studebaker. Cullen now with it. Sends it back for Walsh. Walsh feeds it to the middle now for Ginther. Ginther fires this one off the end boards. Pops in front, but Phillips right there for the Eels. He'll take it behind the net and look to escape, and he will. Pass just too far for Kiyowasu. As Studebaker intercepts. He'll feed it off for Walsh, who slides it back for Studebaker, but it was just a tad bit too far behind him. As it's thrown into the middle, and Wayman will get it back. Wayman in his own zone. 3:34 left to go. Fairly quick moving first period, as we haven't had a whole lot of whistles or stoppage time. Pascal stops up the puck behind his own net. It's Walsh. who sends it around the boards. It's going to get by everybody, and this one's going to go down for an icing. No, they end up waving it off. Ziemba back for it. Bounces off a stick. Wademan in his own near corner. Trying to get around Mortensen. He can't. Tried to slide it in front. Nelson was in the high slot. The pass was intercepted, and it out breaks for Wademan. Here's Shepard across the line. Got poke checked. Clearing attempt blocked by Trathan. Trathan checks Wiesjan. Frees it up for Shepard. Bounces off a stick, and it's now freed up for Mortensen. Here's Mortensen through the neutral zone. Now across the line it comes. Mortensen shoots. Glove save made there by Tobias Bell, and he holds on for the whistle. 2:44 remaining in the first period. It is still 0-0, but the Eels have really been buzzing around the Tampa Bay end. They just have not been able to find the cleanest of looks. Tampa Bay doing a good job of clogging up the middle, as the faceoff is won by Katnikoff. There's a shot, missed the net wide. Rebound to the far side, Wiesjan. The right point. He'll throw it behind the net, but he's beaten by Maltai as Maltai slides it out for Moore. Moore across the line. He'll slide it in front for Hennessy. A shot save made by Taskula. Big pad save made there by Taskula. Quick little centering feed for Hennessy. As that was a quick reaction save by Taskula. Here's Katnikoff being pressured. Hennessy's going to take it away. Chips it back to the point. It's Maltai. Over for Phillips. Phillips shoots, misses the net wide. Rebound around to the far side for Hennessy. Checked there by Katnikoff, but it's picked up by Moore. Budgel. Budgel shoots. Deflected in front. Whacked out, and they score. It's Liam Hennessy who was standing in front. Tampa Bay couldn't tie him up. I think it deflected off of his stick, and it bounced up into the air, and Liam Hennessy just waited for that to come down, and he took a golf swing at it, and he beats Taskula 5-hole, and it's the Eels who take a late first period lead. It's 1-0 with 1:52 remaining. Face off at center ice is won by Mortensen to the near side for Nelson. Nelson slides it back for Mortensen. Mortensen looking to drive in. He got poke checked. Still put it on net. Save made there by Bell. The rebound taken by Patterson and flipped all the way back to the Tampa Bay zone. Here's Soul. Soul nearly turns it over. Gabuka on the work. And Soul steps in to help out. He'll chip it to the far corner, but Budgel looks like he's going to take over. Slides it down low. It's intercepted by Mortensen. Now for Cornier, who chips it to the near side. It's going to be picked up by Jonah Mortensen, who was really impressed on his return to Tampa Bay, as it's sent back for Netzcash. Shot through the middle, blocked. Rebound Gaboot on the far side. And here comes the Eels once again, as the play is whistled down offside. So we get a quick stoppage there. Well, Tampa Bay lost 8 of 9 heading into the Tampa showcase. They ended up going 5-0. We've talked about it a couple of times. But one of the guys that have led the charge here is Jonah Mortensen. Of course, spent some time with the Twin City Thunder NCDC team before coming back down to Tampa Bay, and he has really uplifted the spirits of everybody. Here's Ginther trying to get across the line. He could not, as Kiyowasu will bring it back the other way. Here comes Kiyowasu. He takes a spill there, as it's Deshays who picks it up for him behind the net. Checked there by Kamluk. Kamluk comes free with it. It's now Ginther, as he'll come out to center ice and will look to flip it into the zone. He will, but it comes right back to Maltai. Turnover in front, and Cullen couldn't get a stick on it. Zebley slides it to Kamluk. Kamluk will just throw it in, bounces off the end boards, and it's going to be Phillips who will settle it down. 20 to go here in the period. Deflected pass, hops to Deshays. Deshays will throw it in. Patted down by Taskula. Here's Studebaker, though, looking for an option. Up ice for Buget. Waiting at the blue line, chips it off the boards for Fleer. Fleer into the far corner. Drops it off for Duhame. Duhame sends it back to the right point, Studebaker. Studebaker's shot blocked